Subscribe now.
And what I realized was that one of the key things holding people back from really being successful is this art of communication. And I come by it naturally because I started on stage really young, I've never developed that fear around judgment or public speaking or being on stage. I just go and do.
You said that communication is an art. What can we do as artists, as communicators, to improve our paintbrushes of communication?
Oh, I love the imagery that you use with that. Paintbrushes of communication. I may just have to steal that, Lafayette. So that's actually the first thing, is understand language. Like, we use it every day, but I don't think a lot of people have taken the time to understand what their words mean and the power behind the words and what their word choice says about who they are. And so I think one of the first things to do is understand that words have power, words have meaning, and beyond just the simple text of what you could look up in Merriam-Webster's dictionary. If you asked me just before we came on, before we went live here, how am I doing? I said, big smile on my face, I'm doing well. And I'm doing well. And you can know that. But if you'd asked me and I was like, yeah, I'm fine. Fine on paper means one thing, but you and I both know, particularly if you're dealing with a spouse or a loved one, you don't want to hear the word fine. Mm-hmm. Fine is not fine. Fine means there's some issues, right? And understanding that there's subtext to language, that there's context to language, that our word choice directs our audience's response. That is one of the first things that you can do to become a really powerful communicator. Brian Tracy said it famously: you're not an expert until you can describe something the same way with 20 different words. And that is one of the critical things that I look for in developing my own skill set, is learning new words daily. Les Brown, he's a genius when it comes to quotes. And I've had the privilege of speaking with him on stage. I remember being backstage asking him, how do you know that many quotes? He's like, I learn a new one every day. And I don't doubt that. He is a man who studies language and communication as well. And he's got a really interesting approach to it. He will take if any kind of quote comes up, he will look at it, read it, kind of start to commit it to memory, and then he tries to work it into regular conversation at least 5 times over the day. That way he knows that he has that. And then he continues to do that daily. Like that kind of discipline is I think what people need